Hello friends, welcome to this new lab. In this lab, we are going to see how to configure VNet peering in Azure. So in Azure Cloud, we'll configure two VNets, we'll configure two subnets, then we'll deploy VM1 in VNet 1, VM2 in VNet 2. Basically, these both cannot communicate. So we'll create VNet peering between these two VNets so that VM1 can communicate with VM2 and VM2 can communicate with VM1. So this is our overall lab guys. Let's see how we can deploy this in Azure Cloud. Okay, before jumping into Azure portal, let's see the IP address details. So this is the IP address space for VNet 1, 10.0.0.0/16 and subnet A 10.0.0.0/24, VM1 IP address 10.0.0.4. So this is for VNet 1. And for next VNet, VNet 2 IP address space, this is 10.1.0.0/16, subnet B 10.1.0.0/24, and VM2 IP address is 10.1.0.4. So these are the IP address details. Basically, these two VNets IP address should not overlap because we are performing VNet peering, right? So it will not accept. So let's jump into our Azure portal now. Okay, this is our Azure portal. Let's start creating these VNets. It's under all services, or else you can type here. So virtual networks, come here. Let's start create the new one. Okay, let's create new resource group for this. Console VNet peering. Click on OK. So give the VNet name here, VNet 1, and region is US East. Click on next. I'm not selecting any security related stuff here. IP address space, this is the space for this VNet 1, 10.0.0.0/16. Below you can see the subnet details. This is a subnet. By default it will create one subnet. If you want, we can modify the address details also. Just I would like to modify the name here. Click on edit, give the name subnet A. This is the VNet address space and this is for subnet. 10.0.0.0/24 is a subnet. Okay, so I'm leaving other details as it is, clicking on save and next. So no tags now. Preview and create, sending the validation. Okay, so under this subscription, under this resource group, we are creating VNet 1 in region East US. This is the address space and this is a subnet address space. Okay, click on create. So it is deploying this VNet now. Submitting deployment. You can see the updates here. Okay, deployment in progress. Okay, seems like it is created now. Okay, here also you can see one message like deployment succeeded. Let's go back to these VNets and see the status. Okay, VNet 1 is created. So same way, let's create another VNet. Click on create. The same resource group I'm selecting. This is for VNet 2, East US region. Click on next. Security, nothing, I'm not selecting any. And this is the address space. Click on delete. Add address space. I mean, we can modify this or delete and re-add it because I need to add the subnet also. So even we can add that or modify that, but if I modify once, it will auto reflect here. And this is for subnet B. Okay, this is a address space for VNet and this is address space for subnet. Okay, click on add. Next, click on review. Running validation done. Click on create. Initializing deployment. Okay, this is also created. Let's go back to VNets and see the details. Not yet reflected here. Let's refresh and see. Okay, so VNet 1, VNet 2. Two VNets are created now with subnets. Okay, VNets are ready now. Let's create virtual machines. Click on here. If you enter virtual machine, also it gives you the option. But here already I can see. Just I'm clicking here. Click on create. Create Azure virtual machine. Will give you the option. Let's select the same resource group. Virtual machine. This is for VM1. Same availability zone. I'm not modifying any. But here I will go with Windows. Let's go with this server. And here we need to select this. Cancel. Okay, username and password already I'm given here because so whenever we are trying to log in into this VM, so we can use these credentials. Okay, so all good. By default, it is actually allowing only these ports RDP 3389. So later we can modify these settings. Okay, so for RDP only, we are initially allowing this because we should be able to log into this VM through internet. Okay, 3389. And next disk, so this is good. I'm not modifying anything here. Next network, so let's see it is going with the correct VNet. Yes, VNet 1 it should be in, and subnet A, so VM1. This is basic. Okay, I'm not modifying any allow selected ports. This is fine. So delete public IPs. Yes, I can select this. Okay, so here I selected the option for public IP also, so it will give one public IP for this VM. So everything is good. Icon management, that's fine. I'm leaving other options as it is, and I will click on create. This validation is doing now. Okay, so validation done, and let's click on create. Okay, so VM is created and the relevant network interface is also created. Network security group, IP address, everything is created now. Let's go back to VMs and see. Okay, so VM1 is available now. It is showing the status as creating. Anyway, let's start creating another VM also. Click on create, virtual machine, same resource group. Okay, this is for VM2. Same availability zone, same mission. So everything is same here. Let's give the username. Same username I'm giving. Okay. Next. This is fine. Next. It should be in VNet 2. And the subnet is okay. VM2 IP, public IP, and okay, so 3389 is the port. So just I'm selecting this option. Okay, so everything is good. Click on review and create it. Okay, so validation passed now. Just click on create. Okay, it is showing as created here. Let's go back to VMs and see the status now. So VM1 is running. So refresh and see the VM2 status. Okay, so VM2 is available now. It is showing us creating. So meanwhile, let's check the VM1 status. Just I will click on here. So this is for VM1. This is the public IP address of VM1. We'll click on connect. It is showing the details here, right? So click on download download RDF file. So it gives you the Visual VM1's details. So directly it will give you the IP address and other details if you click on connect. So it is going with the username and I need to give the password. Okay, I clicked on OK. So yeah, it is asking for certificate verification. That's fine. So it is configuring remote session. Here we go, guys. So we are in VM1 now. So VM1 is ready now. So we are able to access this VM1 from internet through our DP session. So, but we should be able to test through ping. I mean, between these two VMs, when you would like to check the communication between these two VMs using private IP addresses. So let me click on CMD. Let's see the private IP address of this machine. Click config. Okay, this is the IP address 10.0.0.4. This is the IP address of this VM, private IP address. Okay, so that's fine. Meanwhile, we'll configure these firewall settings also to enable ping, because by default we cannot ping this VM. So let's enable that first. In firewall, go to firewall. So if you see inbound rules, just click on here. Okay, so virtual machine monitoring echo request. So this we need to enable this rule. Just click on apply. Okay. Okay, this is for VM1. Okay, so let's check the VM2. Okay, so in virtual machines, just select VM2. This is the IP address of VM2. Just if I click on connect, the same page appear, right? So just I'm downloading VM2's RDP file also. So I'm clicking on here, click on it. Okay, it is connecting to VM2. Okay, VM2 is loading, so almost done. This is our VM2 mission. Click on yes. Let's see the IP address. Let's check the private IP address here. Okay, this is 10.1.0.4. Let me minimize this, and let's see another RDP session for VM1 here. So if I select IP config, okay, this is 10.0.0.4 and this is 10.1.0.4. These are two different VMs. Okay, so let me enable ping also here in this firewall, because it will not allow ping. Again, firewalls, advanced rules, and this is for inbound traffic. So ICMP we have to, okay, this is for ICMP echo request. So here it is option like from any, so there is no subnet specification in this. So okay, let me click on enable here. So it is enabled now. That's fine. Okay, we enabled ICMP on both the machines. Close this, minimize this. This is for VM1 and this is for VM2. Okay, so all right, so this is VM1, left side is VM1 and this is VM2. So from VM2, let me try to ping internet. Okay, I'm able to ping google.com in VM2. Let me try the same in this one, VM1. This is also pinging to google.com, so we are able to ping that. From here, IP config, this IP address is 10.0.0.4 and this IP address is 10.1.0.4. So from VM2 I will try to ping VM1. From VM1 I will try to ping VM2 IP. Let's see. This is before VNet peering. There is no connectivity in between these two VNets. Okay, so this is not pingable. Okay, so let me try the same from VNet 2. 10.0.0.4. Okay, so however there are two things actually. We need to configure peering in between these two, and also we need to allow the configuration on network security group. So we have to allow the traffic on network security group level also. So let's keep this as it is and we'll start enabling this VNet peering, as well as we'll configure this network security groups. Let's go back to virtual machines. First we'll configure these network security groups. Let's select VM1 first. VM1 this is, and if you click on network settings, it will give you the interface details, and these are the rules by default. So 3389, while we are configuring it, it is enabled right as an inbound traffic, but there is no other traffic allowed. Okay, so if you click on outbound, so outbound is allowed to internet and allow VNet outbound. That's fine. Let's configure the rule, inbound rule, to allow ICMP. So from any source, any destination, and if you select the option here ICMP, so it will be selected. For range, allow, click on add. Okay, we are creating inbound rule for ICMP traffic. This is fine. Also, we'll do the ICMP traffic enabled on this VM2 as well. Click on here, it will directly give you the option to go to network settings and click on create port rule, inbound rule. This is also same. Select SCMP directly. So it will give you the options. Click on add. Okay, so now we have created inbound rules also for SCMP traffic. So still not responding. Okay, so let's start creating peering now. Okay, click on virtual networks, VNet 1, scroll down, here it is, this is appearing. Click on here, click on add. See, so the virtual network, so this is just I'm giving the name, link to VNet 2. Okay, so allow VNet 1 to access the peer virtual networks. Just I'm allowing this. Here, link name. So peering link name, this is asking, and this is for remote. Okay, so actually we are creating the link from VNet 1 to VNet 2, right? So on VNet 2 also it will create a link. So that name it is asking for. So this will be link to VNet 1. Okay, so the same way, and this is asking for virtual network. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that. And subscription, the same subscription, and we have to select the remote VNet. So this is a VNet. I'm selecting the same. So this link will be created in VNet 2 and this link will be created in VNet 1. So click on add. Okay, if you see in VNet 1 it is added, like link to VNet 2. If you go here and click on this VNet 2, it will be appear here. See, link to VNet 1. So let's open this and see the traffic now. See, it is start responding, okay, on both the machines. So that's it, guys. Like this, we can configure VNet peering to make the communication possible in between those two machines which are sitting in two VNets. Okay, so in this lab, we have configured two VNets and two relevant subnets and two VMs. Then later we configured peering in between these two VNets and we tested the communication from VNet 1 to VNet 2 and VNet 2 to VM1 using SCMP ping. Okay guys, yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.